be starting by kind of just touching up a little bit, because I do already have my highlight on and a little bit of foundation. I have my eyebrows done. I did want to start the full face and get into that, but you know, kind of losing daylight, and I use natural lighting whenever I do my videos. So we're just going to do an eyeshadow look, and I'm thinking about doing a dramatic lip with it, but we'll see. So I'm going to be touching up my foundation with the 24 Hour Foundation by Maybelline. And I know the lighting's really bad, but I'll have all the links in the description box below for you guys, so you can just go down there and click on it, and you know, it'll be able to take you to the website so you can actually purchase this online for you guys. This is actually my favorite foundation. Super full coverage. It is matte, I promise you, and I have slept in this, so they ain't playing, girl. I've slept in this before, and it's honestly stayed on overnight, and I love it. So okay, and I'm just going to be adding a little bit of that to my beauty blender. This beauty blender is just from Walmart. It is the Real Techniques beauty blender. You know, I've wanted to buy an actual beauty blender from Sephora or whatever, but honestly it's like 20 bucks, and this one works just as good. I am going to be using my eyeshadow palette mirror, my favorite, to apply this, kind of just a touch up. Okay, so what I always do is I always bring it down on my neck, and then a little bit on my ears. And you do want to make sure that you are doing that, because a lot of the times, especially through summer, like I'll use like a tanning lotion or a bronzer or whatever, and I usually don't use it on my face just because I have really sensitive skin, and it would probably break my face out if I did put it on there. So I tried to just, you know, bring it down on my neck. Okay, and once I have that blended out, I do actually go in with my Airspun translucent powder. This is my favorite, and honestly I've used it forever, and I haven't bought a new one, and it's literally lasted me for a good while now. So I really recommend this translucent powder, and it also smells really good. So, and since I do have sensitive skin, this is really good. This is one of the best ones I've used for my type of skin. So you should really check this stuff out. It works really good. What I like to do, because it actually comes with a little powder buff thing. Okay.
Tell me why they put these in translucent powders or anything like that. Girl, we ain't gonna be using this. I'm just telling you, like, I ain't gonna be using this. Ain't no one about to be using this. No, your mother, sister, cousin, whatever, your aunt, ain't no one gonna be using this. So we're gonna throw that out.
And then what I do is I put a little bit in the lid, obviously. And I'm just going to dab this fluffy brush into it. It doesn't have a name. Oh gosh, I'm gonna butcher this. M-O-D-A, Moda? I don't know. But I did get this in one of my BoxyCharms through the mail, and I really like it. Works really, really good. And I just dip it in and then tap that excess off.
Bring it down to my neck.
Anytime that you want your foundation to stay, and like let's say you're gonna go out, or you know, you're gonna go to work or whatever, you want to make sure that you're always putting a little bit of powder over it, because if not, then it's going to get in your fine lines. And especially with the summer days and it's hotter outside, it's definitely going to get in your fine lines and it will crease. That's why it's really good to always set your foundation, your concealer, anything like that. That is what is going to keep your makeup on for a long time. And that way, whenever you do that and you do need a touch up, you can just, you know, bring your translucent powder with you if you're traveling or whatever, and add some more whenever you need it. Just to, you know, it kind of helps with keeping your makeup on and whatever. Okay guys, so for my eyeshadow today, I think I'm going to do a smoky eye, a smoky, dramatic, you know, something like that. I don't know yet. We'll just see. We'll go with it. This is my first makeup tutorial on YouTube, so we'll see how it goes. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with, I did get this in one of my BoxyCharm boxes in the mail. It is a fluffer brush. Be blending a lighter, like more neutral color into your crease before you go in with a deeper color. You do want to start out with a brush like this. You do not want to go in with like, you know, like a brush like this that has more of like that angled into it. And then this one's pretty good, but I usually use this one. This one also doesn't have a name. I'm so sorry, y'all. I did just get these in my BoxyCharm box, so I don't know the name of them. But if you do go in with this one, it is going to be a little bit, even though it is, you know, more fluffier brush, the middle part of it is kind of comes to a point. So this is still going to give you more of like a dramatic, like all over your face. So I tend to use this one right here for the edges of my eyeshadow when I blend it out, because it kind of just, you know, buffs it out, gets rid of any harsh lines or anything like that. Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette today, and this is a remastered version. This is my favorite palette to use, and it's so pretty. I love it. See, oh my gosh, so pretty. So we're gonna open her up, and I'm going to go in with, Sandalwood, which is this color. I have hit pan on most of this palette just because I use it every damn day usually. Sorry, but I'm gonna go in with that color. And what I usually do is I just tap it, and then I always tap off the excess. And I'm just going to blend on my outer crease, working inward. And it's very light, but we are gonna work that, you know, we're gonna build it up. And I'm just gonna do the same exact thing over here again.
Blending on the outer crease and working it inward.
I am pushing down a little bit harder whenever I'm blending on the outer part, and as I move my brush forward, I kind of let up from it, just so it, you know, gives it that more like ombre effect, like it's fading inward. Because the darker color that you put in on the inner corner, that's actually going to make your eyes look smaller. And I already have pretty small eyes, so I try to do, you know, eyeshadow looks that make my eyes kind of wider and more awake, as you could say, and that's why I like to use that technique. So still using my Huda Beauty palette, I am just working that color in. Fairly keeping a light hand, not pushing hard or anything. And I always, when I'm blending, I always hold my blender brush, I always hold it back. Because if you do hold it closer, you're gonna get more payoff that way. And I do just blend that. And I also like to take my brush and kind of push it out a little bit and bring it in. But see how it's darker right on the crease and it fades in lighter? That's what you want. You want it to fade in. Unless you do want to have like a full dark crease, then you know you're gonna hold your brush closer and you're gonna push, and that's what is going to make this come out a little bit darker. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm actually going to go in with this purple blender brush, and this one does have, it comes to a point right on the end, but it does fan out on the sides. This is one of my favorite blending brushes. I've used this one for a while now, and it just works really good.
Going to go right here. Just on the outer part of my lid.
Okay, sorry, you are a little bit zoomed in, but now what I'm going to do is with suede, which is this one right here, and it's like a grayish undertone to it, and I'm gonna take this blending brush again, and I'm just dipping my brush into it, and then I'm going to be blending. And I'm going to start right here on the outer portion of the eyelid and just kind of adding more depth and dimension, and then I'm going to blend it up slightly. And what this is doing is just adding more depth into the eye. Okay. Alright. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using this. It just says eye blending brush, but I did get this one in a BoxyCharm box as well. And it just looks like this. It's like a flat brush. But what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to dip back into the suede again. But I'm just barely putting that on the brush right here. And then I'm going to put that color right here on the outer lid again, buffing it up into the crease and lightly bringing it into the eye, the inner part. Back in with that same color. And I'm just taking it down, buffing out and up. once I've done that, I'm going to go back in with this big fluffer brush that I went in the first time that we started blending. And I'm just gonna take it right along that dark right up here, just to get rid of any harsh lines, so it looks blended and seamless. And I come down here as well. Okay, and I'm also coming inward. Continuing the blend. Okay, and as you can see, we got a blend. Okay, and I'm also gonna go back in with the same suede color again. But this time we're going to be using this blender brush right here, the one that kind of comes into a point, but it also expands out just a little bit. This has enough of a point to it that it is going to get into the outer crease enough to get that pigment payoff that we want. So we're gonna dab it in there just a little bit. Always make sure you're tapping the excess off. And then I'm gonna go right here on that outer crease again. So you are going to blend, if you want a seamless eyeshadow look, I would recommend taking time to blend, you know, because if you don't, then it can come out a little bit swatchy. But honestly, girl, like, you do you wear your makeup however you like. There's no rules in makeup. This is just how I do mine. So continuing to blend. Okay. Alright. As you can see, we have a more of a defined crease that you can see for sure. And then I'm just gonna go back in with the suede color and gonna add it some more. Blending up. And what I like to do as well is I'll just take my finger, kind of go up, and it kind of just makes that a little bit more defined. So I'm gonna go back in with this blender. I'm just gonna go over any harsh lines that I think that may be there. I'm gonna go in with this small pencil brush. Basically, it's very small. This is, see, it's Luxie 111 mini flat angled brush. And I will put the links in the description below. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in, basically, we're going to take the same colors that we used to blend on the top part of our eye. We're just basically bringing that down to the bottom part. So, but going back in with sandalwood, dipping this smaller brush into it, I'm going to be looking up. Just dragging that along the lower lash line. So as I'm blending, I'm also connecting the outer part. Just so it looks more seamless. And I'm going to dip back into the sandalwood color. Continuing to blend. Okay. Just connecting the outer part. Just like that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go in with, we're gonna go in with suede again. I couldn't decide if I wanted to go in with suede or henna. I love henna, it's my favorite color. Favorite, all-time favorite. I'll literally wear this color like all fall, winter, everything like that. It's amazing. It's so pigmented as well, so. Okay, going in with suede. We're just going to take that kind of closer to that lash line and buffing it out. And now what I'm going to do, sorry, it's hot in here. I can't turn the air conditioning on because it'll be too loud. What I'm going to do now, I'm gonna go in with cocoa. This deep brown color right here. Love this color too. I'm just gonna lightly dip. This is my Luxie 141 mini round brush. It looks just like this. Y'all can see that. And I'm just gonna tap that excess off. Go in with this color. The cocoa color. Just blending. Just continuing to blend. Kind of taking it into that tiered up just a little bit, not too much, because like I said, it's going to make your eye over here a lot smaller. Okay, so we have that connected. I don't know the name of this brush, I'm sorry again, but this little like super thin tapered brush. I'm gonna go in with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. It's my favorite of all time. This is the color Fair Beige. I use this one all day, every day, anytime I wear makeup. Favorite one by far. Honestly the best on the market. It's a little bit more pricey, but it's very worth it. And I'm running out, so I'm gonna have to give you a new one. But what I'm doing is I'm just getting some of this concealer on the brush, just a little bit. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut the crease. And just bring it down. Bring it out. this doesn't have to be perfect right here, because I'm gonna go in and deepen the outer part of it and do some more blending. So this is basically just like a canvas to start your blending for your cut crease. I'm gonna take the Luxie 246 Precision Crease Brush right here, and I'm gonna go in with my Pretty Vulgar eyeshadow palette. This is a really pretty eyeshadow palette. I don't use it as much just because I have a lot of these colors in like a lot of my other eyeshadow palettes, but it's very pretty. So we're gonna go in with Nocturnal, this one right here, and I'm just gonna dip my Luxie 246 in this one, and we're just gonna go over, tapping this onto the concealer, setting it. Have a name either, but it did come in the BoxyCharm box. This is pretty much just like the other Precision Luxie brush that I used. What I'm gonna do with this one is actually, hold up. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take, this was the Luxie 141 brush. I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna go in with Suede again. And we're just gonna blend the very edges of where we cut that crease, just to make it look a little bit more precise. Okay, I'm gonna go right on the edge as well. Just kind of buffing any harsh lines that were formed while we were doing the crease. See, it just kind of makes it look a little bit more blended. What I usually do is I literally take my finger, and your girl has hit pan on this color. I've used it so many times. I'm gonna go in with Moon Dust. It's so pretty. And then I'm just gonna kind of going back in again. With the Moon Dust color. Technically a smudging brush, but I use this brush for my inner corner highlight. And I'm gonna go in with the Moon Dust color again. I'm just gonna put it right here. So pretty, love it. I'm gonna also put it on my eyebrow arch. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go in with eyeliner, and I'm just gonna be using the e.l.f. eyeliner. And this eyeliner, I really love it. I need to get some more because I'm almost out. And with my eyeliner, I start from the outer part, and then I just go in and connect it. Okay. And there's my honor. Okay, and now that we have our eyeshadow done, we're going to, the eyelashes I'm going to be using today are, I believe these are by Ardell. They're the 662. Girl, they're so pretty. I love them. They're so wispy. Beautiful. Okay. And we're gonna put her on today. Okay, and the glue that I use is the Duo adhesive glue, favorite kind. Okay, and when I put my eyelashes on, what I like to do is I just kind of look down a little bit. Plop them on. These are so pretty, I love them. And I kind of just push them down a little bit. Oh, these are my favorite. So pretty. See the difference that eyelashes make? Quite a bit of a difference. Okay, alright guys. And now I'm back with the other eye done. We are going to be doing the lips today. And I decided that I'm gonna be going a little bit dramatic. You know, it's a makeup tutorial, why not? So we're going to be using the Dose of Colors and this beautiful red. This is Coral Crush. So pretty. And I figured, you know, why not? Alright, and for my lip liner, I'm gonna be using the Milani Color Statement lip liner. This is really pretty as well. Okay, I'm just gonna be lining my lips. And this does have a little bit of like a pinky undertone to it, but we can make it work. do overline a little bit, which is fine because, you know, a lot of people do that, but
So?
after I line my lips, I kind of just fill them in a little bit. All right. Oh. Wow. Your girl dropped her lip liner. Now I'm back from searching everywhere for the lip liner that fell. Going in with a dose of colors, and this was Coral Crush. I'm going to be applying this to my lips. And it is very red, y'all. Kind of has like an orange undertone to it. But yeah. So I'm gonna kind of let this dry. And I'm gonna go back in and do one more layer. All right, guys, and this is a finished look.